Hey everyone, this is episode 16 of the Something 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 Show, and I'm your host, Andy Wood. This is a show where I talk about comic books and gaming. When it comes to comic books, I will attempt to pass along some comic book news that you may or may not know. I'm going to talk about the recent comic books that I have read, or my read pile, and then I will see into the near future and pass along to you the new comics that are coming out this week. Comic book code, comic book code, comic book code. Well, if you're new to the show, or if you are returning, this is the place where I'm going to put a code, a digital code, that you can redeem, and I'll put the redemption links down below. It could be a Marvel comic, could be a DC comic, and you get that code, you go to the appropriate site, and you redeem it, and that comic is yours. So you get a comic book, you get to read the comic book, and it's a free comic book. So it's a win-win situation for everyone. Normally in the show, this is where I dive into the comic book news. However, I want to do something new. I got a Loot Crate. My very first Loot Crate. Therefore, I've never opened up a Loot Crate, and I decided to share it with you. Now, those of you that have done a Loot Crate for this month, you probably already know what's in it, but I have avoided all the spoilers. I want to be completely surprised, and we're going to do this Loot Crate opening later on the show. And I have something sharp, so there could be some blood. Alright, so let's dive into comic book news. But before we do that, a little disclaimer. Spoiler alert, I'm going to be talking about the CW's Arrow. So if you're watching it and you're not current, mute me. So you have been warned. Anyways, I just want to briefly touch bases with, if you've been watching it, it's been fairly entertaining. I've liked it. There's been some drama, which I can't argue with. It's part of the show. However, things are starting to pick up the pace because not only they've carried over the super villains from the previous season, but they're introducing, and I've told you about Barry Allen coming, so the Flash intro is going to happen. And now we've also seen Black Canary show up, so that's pretty cool. Continuing with comic book news, we're going to talk about Wonder Woman. She's been in the headlines in the comic book world for a couple weeks now, mainly because there's a huge rumor about a cameo appearance in the Man of Steel sequel for Wonder Woman. And Warner Brothers is saying it's not going to happen. But Warner Brothers says she is a powerful character, and they would very much like to do a movie for her. They, as in Warner Brothers, just don't think Hollywood is ready for a lead female superhero character. And whoa. And it's possible they may be true because Catwoman didn't go over very well, and neither did Elektra. So, but according to another website, and again, I'm going to put all the links down below so you can read the whole stories, it looks like she is headed to the little screen for her own animated TV series. Wrapping up the comic book news, I want to make sure that you guys are aware of a couple movie trailers out. One is the Captain America trailer that's going to be coming out next year. And this one has Captain America, it has Black Widow, and Winter Soldier. And the trailer it's short. It gives you some good highlights. It's got Nick Fury, too. So, got a lot of returning people from the Marvel U in this movie. So, again, I'm going to put the link down below. So, find it, click it, watch it. It's pretty cool. Also, there's a huge teaser trailer, so I guess that'd be small, but no, it's huge, for the X-Men Days of Future Past. But on October 29th, which will be after this show goes up on YouTube, and you guys are watching it right now, they're supposed to have a better trailer, or a full-length movie trailer. Comic book code, comic book code, comic book code. Alright, so, again, code, comic book title, take the code to the website, redeem it, get your free comic, and read your free comic, and there you go. So it's that easy. Alright, it's time for my read pile. Or the comics I've recently read. And I've had about 12 or 15, but again, I like to bring 4 to pass along, whether they were good or bad or mediocre, or just tell you what I thought. We have 3 interesting stories going on. First up is Infinity, and I'm talking about New Avengers 11. This one is where Proxima Midnight is leading, I believe it's like the second assault or siege for her boss Thanos on Wakanda. And they do a pretty darn good job, but they fall, unfortunately. I'm really interested to see how this whole story, Infinity, is going to, because we're getting close. We're like about 2 issues away from on the mainstream to wrapping up. So, and it's all over the place. And I just want to see how they bring this whole thing in. And sum it up or not. So will Thanos be defeated, or does he get the gems to make the gauntlet? We're going to have to wait and find out, aren't we? Yes, we will. So another comic I've read this past week was a solo story, and I say that because it's not a tie-in, and it's the origin of Tony Stark. So I'm talking about Iron Man number 17. I would have never guessed it, never, ever, ever, ever. But Tony Stark is adopted. So if you want to get the full scoop, the full details, pick up Iron Man number 17. Next up, Ultimate Comics Spider-Man number 28. This perhaps is one of the best comics, and what I say best, I mean it's had a really great story. And this issue is a nice bookend to a really nice series of books. You've got Miles back as Spider-Man, teaming up with Spider-Woman, playing well with others like Cloak and Dagger and Bombshell, a new one, to take down a bad guy, just like superheroes are supposed to do. However, at the end of this issue, it says continued in Cataclysm. So, I actually don't know where this is going to go. I don't know if they're going to be kind of doing another Ultimatum, which was a previous all-encompassing ultimate timeline where a lot of superheroes actually did not come back because they died. We're going to have to wait and see. Is this the end of the ultimate timeline, or is it going to be thinned out again and we're going to have a couple books? We're just going to have to wait and see. All right, so my number 4th item here is Justice League number 24. And it's not even got really a whole lot to do with Justice League because the Crime Syndicate is in town. And issue 24 of Justice League, probably about 7/8 of the book was about Ultraman. So I kind of wish they would have called it Ultraman number 1 and tossed it in with the whole supervillain lineup of last month. It gave you a better understanding of Ultraman, what's going on, and towards the end of the book, I would have never suspected it, but Black Adam appears to be here to save the day. Or is he? Comic book code, comic book code, comic book code. All right. Again, you know the drill, or if you don't, you're new. There's a code. Could be long, could be short, depends upon if it's Marvel or DC. You take it to one of the links down in the show notes below. Redeem it. You got yourself a free comic book. And that's all cool, right? Because comic books are cool, reading comic books are cool, and it's free. That's pretty cool. What are the new comics for week October 30th, 2013? Action Comics Annual number 2. What does this mean to the universe when Superman, Supergirl, and Superboy are enlisted by the Oracle to go back to their homeworld and correct what the villainous heel has done? Ash and the Army of Darkness number 1. The battle has been fought and won. Ash battled and defeated the Deadite image of himself and saved the world. Now all he wants to do is get home and have a normal life, but it's too bad he messed up the Book of the Dead. Damian, son of Batman number 1. Damian Wayne, the son of Batman, has adopted the cape and cowl as his own. But what horrific events have set this troubled hero on a path of his own dark destiny? Scarlet Spider-Man number 23. The final showdown between Scarlet Spider-Man and Kraven the Hunter. But what does Kraven really want? It's not what you might think. Being Kane's friend comes with a horrible price, and Kane's supporting cast is about to pay. Alright guys, it's Lootcrate time. Again, unopened. I have a sharp implement. See? Sharp. Well, sharp enough. And I'm going to do this uncut and unprofessionally. So, just again, it's a nondescript box that says Lootcrate all over it. I had no idea if you scan that and it tells you what's in it. I doubt it. Otherwise everyone would. So, hope there's cookies, because I'm hungry. here we go. All right, just one, and holy, oh Jesus H, mother of hostess. All right, I'm good. All right, hey, look at this. Tips for the perfect unboxing. Now again, doing this back and forth with the camera, I don't know how this is going to turn out. So, opening up the box, we have a little booklet that says "Survive" issue number 3. I will not read this online, but it's got a bunch of cool stuff in it. We have a T-shirt, and by the way, when you sign up for a Loot Crate, they do ask you what size shirt you get. So we get a hey, look at there. We get a walking or an Ewoking dead T-shirt. Can you see that okay? Yeah, it's alright. I'm going back and forth here. Alright. Hang on, I'm gonna there. Alright. So Ewoking dead T-shirt. Cool. I do not own such a T-shirt. Alright, we also have some sort of candy. It's called gummy bugs. And I'll eat it. I don't care. We have some various buttons, some very 8-bit buttons with I don't know what they are. That looks like a creeper, maybe. I don't know. I don't play Minecraft, so I couldn't tell you. We have $5 off at Graphic Lab, and we have some sort of secret card. It's a Lootcrate Zombie Hunter ID card. So it's official. I'm a zombie hunter. Sweet. Alright. We also have some stickers. Cool stickers. These are the Loot Crate Outbreak Status. Oh, they're tattoos. Ooh, one's a bite. Okay. We also have. Okay, this is obviously a card I can send to someone. So anyone that's watching this that might get this card from me, yes, it will be a show that says, "I love your guts," and then inside, and then it's got a picture of the dude, and he's holding his guts, see, or your guts, and it says, "Your brains are nice too." So sweet. I got a card I can send to someone. No envelope though. Way to go, Loot Crate. And then we have the official zombie survival guide, which I already have a copy of, and in fact, in mine, I have it highlighted with little bookmarks. So. For my first Loot Crate, I think the theme was called Survivor, so a survival guide, tattoos with bite marks, I guess to fool the zombies, some pins, gummy bears, or gummy bugs, a pretty cool T-shirt actually, which I'm going to have to wash very delicately so the Ewoking dead guys don't get off. I don't know how I'm going to get all that back. And then the little survival book. Alright, so there we have a Loot Crate unboxing here on the Gamer Circle Show. Cool. Loot Crate. Comic book code, comic book code, comic book code. Alright, that's it. There should be a code. Should be a comic book title. Alright, I think the title's here. I don't know. And there's a code. You go to the link down below, redeem it, and you get yourself a free comic book. It's digital, so you can read it on your phone, your tablet, your computer, on the go, waiting a long line or somewhere, something. It's cool. Alright, it's time to move on to gaming news. And it's actually been a lot of gaming news, but a lot of little stuff. But I found some stuff, hopefully I can pass along to you guys. Now one that's, I want to say it's kind of big, because a lot of people, it was kind of a fad, and I still hear a lot of people talking about it. It's the Nintendo Wii. And Nintendo announced this last week they're actually halting production of the Nintendo Wii. Will it become a collector's item? Are they making a Wii 4 or something? Or a Wii? I don't know. But anyways, they're not going to be making any more. This is actually pretty cool. I don't play the game, but I have a lot of online constituents that do play it, and they absolutely love the game. I am talking about Final Fantasy XIV. Have just gone over 1.5 million registered users, and everyone is just really digging this game. It's just that I'm gonna chill on MMOs for a while because I want to wait for something new and fresh and perky. I don't know what that's going to be, but hopefully it's that new Black Desert. But anyways, that's pretty cool. Congratulations to Final Fantasy number 14. The third and last piece of gaming news I want to pass along to talks about Grand Theft Auto Online. And they're not going to be releasing any DLC until they fix a big chunk of bugs. Mainly because of the launch issues they had. I don't know if you remember, but they're going to actually give people that have been inundated with the problems, they're going to give them some in-game currency. They're going to kind of do installments of 2 payments, giving them $500,000 in-game, which is, I guess, is about $10 real money. However, that's not even going off very well, so they want to fix all the problems, make sure everyone pretty much gets what they're supposed to get, and then they'll get that DLC going. So, again, that's what I think a developer should do. I mean, don't have problems and keep pushing out stuff that's going to cause other problems. That's bad business. All right, so here we are. This is the part where I get to tell you what I've been playing. Before Thursday, I've been playing Borderlands 2, and I'm having a lot of fun in that game, and I don't know what the flip I'm doing. I really don't. Again, chatting with people online, it seems like to make some real good progress, you need to kind of go cooperative with a couple people, but it's definitely a completable game solo. It's just a little bit tougher. And when you do co-op, I guess you get more dudes to kill, better drops, but I did a commando. I got him up to level 9, and I think if it wasn't for him being able to drop a gun turret, I think I would have been very upset with the game because I die a lot. And I've got video to prove it. And, you know, I look forward to going back to it, and hopefully I can loop in some of my online friends to come play with me. Batman Arkham Origins came out, and I've been diving into that. And this basically takes... It's before Arkham City, which is before... it's before Arkham Asylum, which is before Arkham City. And it's actually been Bruce Wayne as Batman for 2 years. So he's been doing what he's doing for 2 years. The cops are in complete denial of him. And there's a huge turf war going on between Black Mask, and pretty much every other organized crime boss. So he's trying to take over, and he's hired 8 assassins to take out Batman because he sees Batman as a big problem. And I'm Batman. All right, everyone. I'm sorry, but this is the end of the show. We have come to the part of the show where I must say thank you again. Hopefully you like the show, and I'll be back in a week or so. This sounds like a broken record, but I mean it really. Everyone that sends me private messages or shares with the public that it's a great show and they like it, you know, thanks a lot. It means a lot to me. It just means that I'm providing you guys with some entertainment, some sort of content that you guys look forward to. Whether I say it right or pronounce it right, it's me. You're getting Andy, 100% me, just hiding behind the camera. If anyone you know might like the videos, send them a link. Tell them to check it out. Tell them you know the goofy person that's talking about comic books and gaming and whatnot. Again, on the side here, you should be able to have some direct links to some of the previous shows and some of my current gaming videos to check out. There's also a big button down below so you can subscribe, along with a button to my Google Plus profile, because that is where I spend most of my online social networking, because it's very engaging, and there's about the coolest bunch of people out there on Google Plus. So, again, before I leave, what's next Wednesday? Come on. Yes, you? That's correct. New Comic Book Day. New Comic Book Day is every Wednesday. Reading comics are cool, and thanks a lot for showing, or coming, and letting me show you. See you guys later.